Good evening. Welcome to Snaggin Night Live, everybody. Hope everybody had a wonderful week and is gonna have a wonderful weekend. I know the BS show before us is probably still going on because that Chatt can talk for hours. But we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna be out here too long. If you guys can't, I don't know if you can hear behind me. No,
not
that'd
really.
be the waves crashing from the ocean that's sitting right behind me. That big body of water.
Heck yeah.
So
yeah, some of us are at the beach.
Some of us. But yeah, I was hoping to come outside and do the show out here with the waves crashing behind me, but you really can't see anything. I can probably lift the camera up and you can probably see the cruise ships back in the distance.
Yes. I see some lights.
There's the waves.
I do see them. Yep.
So I'm
Very
here with
cool.
my family. We're having a little mini vacation for spring break, so had the opportunity to take it and we jumped on it. So, but thank you all for coming in. Stan, Austin, thank you guys for coming in. Austin, that's a beautiful shirt you're wearing there.
It sure is. Some nice dude gave it to me before we whooped up on the bank team last Saturday.
Well, get into that. Stan, how did the bank team do last week? For those that didn't get to watch.
Well, what happened was there was wind. Yep. Let's see. Y'all saw Danny Stone's video, the cargo ship that the barge that bombasted them up on, so there was barge traffic. Let's see. What had happened is the pressure, solar flares.
So James said there were no solar flares last week. Oh, and we had a barge pass us too. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
But basically, it was a fun tournament. The bank team caught some fish, but they did manage to get a couple of points up on the board. But all in all, it was a great tournament.
So for a recap for those that didn't get a watch last weekend, it was boat versus bank, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it was boat teams versus bank teams. So there was a lot of anglers out there on these teams. And all the boat teams were on JG Hill Studios channel, and all the bank teams were over on Two Stands Fishing channel. And we'd go back and forth, and we troll with one another and have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, so there was also inside the tournament there was how many 1v1? So every there was 1v1 for every team, so it's 8, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So there was eight 1v1s that the bank anglers decided they wanted to try to pick on us boat anglers. So it didn't go too well for them, but we'll talk about that in a little bit too.
So I thought that the bank team won. I was every time I saw over on the boat team, I saw everybody was just kind of looking at the poles. Nobody was really reeling any fish in or anything that I saw.
Hey, I just want to clarify something, Stan. How many fish did the bank team catch? Total.
Double digits. It was double digits.
Wow.
Can you give me a number?
So 10.
10?
10, yes, I would say.
Hey, Austin,
10.
how many fish did we catch, me and you, on one boat?
15.
15, yeah,
Something
that's
like
what I thought.
that. Yeah, I thought so.
I wasn't sure.
So double digits.
But
Awesome.
what had happened was
double digits. Yeah.
I feel like Tony Harrison's here in spirit.
Yeah.
9.2 does not count as double digits, by the way.
Before we get any farther, hold on real quick. Let's say hello to some folks in chat. I don't want to miss anybody, or dismiss anybody from that's come in to watch this fantastic show this season. So we got Fish in the Mid-South, Mike Sampy, Downtown Ernie Brown, McIntyre said, "Man, I'm jealous. It's snowing here and super cold. Good luck, tight lines." Whew. I do not want to be where he is.
Mm-mm.
It's cold enough here on the beach. It's in the 50s, probably in the 40s right now. Parham, thanks for coming. I got to sneeze.
What's up, Joshua?
Oh, excuse me.
Retired Rick, how you doing, sir? Uncle Jeep, is that Sean? Is Sean in the house, or was that you?
Oh, sorry, that was probably really loud.
Oh, okay. And then you got Burrito Catfishing Lady. What's up, Lisa?
What's up,
How you
Lisa?
doing? Crappy Day Fish on. What's up, buddy? Greg Burgess says hello, and Austin and Dustin and Stan. Good to see you guys. And Rhonda Fishing for Whiskers 217 Rebel Outdoors. John, what's up, buddy? We got Fishing with Jeff Beal. What's up? Double Hook Angling. Looking forward. I got an order of jigs coming from Dave. Always looking forward to those. What's up, man? John Boys Catfishing. How you doing, sir? Dale Hayslip. How you doing, buddy? And let's see. JG. What you doing, old man? You're supposed to be up on screen. Wolves Den Outdoors. How you doing, sir? Uncle Jeep says the boat team was using old footage filmed from an undisclosed location from last year. So that's okay. That's how.
That's what I had heard too, Jeep. But I wasn't gonna.
That's how.
I thought that I might sound petty if I was trying to claim that, but that's what I heard. I heard that there was old footage, and JG just kind of put everybody, on the screens there. It was a green screen with old footage. Screens?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, I'll take it. It definitely worked. Susquehanna Stan, how you doing, sir? We got Real and Virtual Outdoors, Troy over there. He was doing some farming, simulating, gaming today.
Yes, he was.
And I think we're caught up, buddy.
Sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Of course.
But yeah, so it turned out to be a really good day. I was surprised, to be honest with you. I didn't think that the bite was going to be on like it was because of the weather conditions a couple of days prior. But I knew once we got out on the water and we pulled in that gill net and we pulled in all that fresh bait that we were going to be on fire. I even said it. I said, today's going to be a great day.
Yep. You sure did. Come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. I thought you were on our side on this,
Well, it's apparent he didn't watch that day because, we caught, what was that? 36-pounder.
Yep.
28-pounder.
Yep. And a 38.
And then a bunch of 5 to 6 to 7 to 8-pounders.
Yep. A bunch in the teens as well.
Yeah.
I think it was I think me and you alone put 203 pounds.
That is correct.
Plus a couple decimals in the boat that day. So
yeah, I was really pushing for that last fish. We got 30 minutes to go.
I know. And then JG said you guys finished off with 199 pounds, and both of us were like, phew. What'd you say? You missed that last 4-pounder. That was good. That was good. And credit to JG. I know he's listening. He did a really good job of hosting the boat side of things. That was he really did. He did a really good job with that.
That was his first time hosting a tournament.
Yep,
I
by
think
himself.
he did a fantastic job.
I agree. I think he did really well.
It's when you get you got co-hosts and whatnot, somebody's in charge of watching the anglers or doing the full screen and keeping score. But when you're by yourself and trying to do that, especially with all the fish that the bank team was catching. I mean the boat team, I'm sorry. By bank team I mean boat team.
Oh. Okay.
To try to, and then using the score sheet, that was a new thing that we had, because Stand Day, we did the old tablet and chisel, and that was what we're used to. So that was the first time really of using the sharing the screen like that on live, and the score sheet worked great. We were both able to keep the scores in there, so it kept everybody updated on the score. So I thought that went well.
I agree. I think
Just for
you guys did a really good job with that score sheet.
yeah, just for clarification with the score sheet, it was a shared document, right? A shared document so that you could both, yeah.
Yeah, we shared it through as an Excel spreadsheet, but we shared it through sheets, and we were both had access to it. And yeah, so as you all were catching fish, and if we were both putting it in, you could see where he was putting it in and I was putting it in, and you're going to see a lot more of that, obviously, with the other tournaments coming up where there's more tournaments on multiple channels. And I know that I've heard some feedback about that. A lot of great feedback. Some not so good as far as the multiple channels, because they didn't want to switch back and forth, and which I get. I understand that part of it, but it's a compromise between. Do you tell people, okay, well, this is the tournament, and I can only have 8 people fish, yet there's 20 some people that want to fish it.
Yeah.
How do you do that other than the only other way to do it is to have multiple days, which then, a tournament stretched out for like 3 weeks and stuff, kind of with everything that's going on now, it's tough to do that.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Or, you put it on a couple different channels. And I know some, like Jeep loves that. He goes back and forth, trolling back and forth with the channels. And,
Right.
it's one of those things that you try to do the best you can. And if anybody has suggestions about that, they can, feel free to. We want to put the best possible tournaments out there. Anybody that's doing that, they're working hard to put that together. They want to put the best possible tournament and entertainment they can out there. So,
Right.
if you have suggestions, don't be afraid to bring it up. If we can do it, we'll look into it. If not, there's certain things that we can't do for a reason. But within reason, we're always trying to improve things.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think with everything, with all the capabilities that you have, I think that the best way to do it is the way that you guys plan on doing it on the multiple channels. Because like the live fishing league, you got what, 19 tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And so if that was 19 tournaments, but each tournament was like 3 days because you had 27 people or whatever,
Yeah.
24 people, you're talking about like there's only 2 days in a weekend.
Yeah.
So you're talking like an extra that
Well,
would add another 19 weeks. So that would be basically like a whole year's worth of fishing right there.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Plus, then it allows everybody to do it. You don't have to limit it to, okay, because that was one of the frustrations from last year. It's like you're sitting there by the phone or you're checking Facebook. All right, when are they announcing it? When can I join this? When is that? And all of a sudden, oh, I'm sorry, we've already got 12. What?
Right.
I took second in that tournament for the past 4 years, and I'm not even in it this year. Or, the old Mike Green. Whoop, he gone.
Uh-oh.
The old Mike Greenwell thing where you do the wheel and you never get picked on the wheel, but
Yeah. They were in chat, Jeep. Y'all were in chat doing a great job.
Rah, 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 shish, boom, bah.
Oh man, what Daryl? I went back and watched the bank one, or kind of scanned through it and hit the highlights. And man, Daryl, what did he say? He said, "Rah rah ree, kick him in the knee. Rah rah raz, kick him in the other knee." Man, that was funny. And then Woody pushing him into the water. He said, "I've been called a wuss. I've been called a chicken before, but I've never been called a wuss." And Woody said, "That's because you are a chicken." Daryl says, "Don't say chicken." Man, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was that was definitely good stuff. And
What's going on there, Devin?
shout out to Daryl for doing that. And
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, Wolves. I didn't miss you. We were trying to go through some things, and I was going to bring you up, but then I had to go make sure Landon got back up to the room.
Yeah, I brought him up, and then he took himself right out. It was like I brought him up a second too late.
I apologize about that.
Yeah, we were just trying to bring you up at the right time. Is all.
Right.
the same thing happened with JG. Is he still out there?
I think he held his finger up, saying, "Well, 1 minute."
All
so
right,
I think he brought himself out.
He's got to go. He's got to go find some percussion instruments and some.
I'm starting to wonder if me being outside was such a good thing because all these fighter jets that are going to land at the Air Force Base over here are really loud.
Yeah,
What's
that's
that?
one. That's
Loud.
That's one thing at Virginia Beach, man. That's
Stan.
That's
The
definitely
Jets,
part of it.
the jets you used to work on, they're really loud.
Oh yes, I'm proud that I used to work on them. Yes.
And we're at the end of the beach where they all do their churning to go for their approach. It gets really loud when they churn. But I'll try to mute myself as much as possible so that this didn't get too loud for everybody in chat. But we got Ed Evans, Butterflies and Sunshine. Thank you all for coming in. But
now,
go ahead.
When JG comes up, we'll be able to share the scorecard because I'm on the computer. I've got it logged into the other StreamYard.
Gotcha. Stan, did you see the thumbnail for tonight's show?
I did. Awesome. What's that?
What'd you think of the Stickman?
Well, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why you would be so, that was kind of, I don't want to say rude. I can't believe that somebody would actually make a stickman like that, talking about the other team. Like, that's just, I don't know where that came from.
I don't either. I saw some recently, and I wanted to follow in suit just so that I was a follower, not a leader on that one.
Yeah, that's the best time to follow. You get in trouble when you're the leader and it doesn't come through.
Right.
Hey, that Stan's getting old.
Look at that right there. Yeah.
What's that about the bank team having double digits? What the what?
Oh, my memory's bad.
Every Chico in it audio issue.
That's it. Like, can't hear you, Stan. Ain't happening, man. Hey, I hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for having me up. And I found out I was coming on the show like 5 to 9. Thanks.
Oh, good. Yeah, I found out we were having a show, about 10 till 9. So I'm just kidding.
That's your buddy.
I have no idea how that happened.
We might.
What had happened was I had the phone in my hand, and we had electrical storms, and there was tornado warnings.
Yesterday.
There really was. Oh, that was yesterday. Never mind. Let's see. What was today?
I'm just stomping on every one of Stan's excuses tonight.
I'm telling you, man. And Dustin used to be so. Wow, really? Yeah, I know the tornado. Now it's like, nope, he's just boom.
Yeah, you can't get away with nearly as much.
No, I'm telling you.
So JG, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I heard you guys mention something about the score sheet. Let me see if I can get that pulled up.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can see all the fish that were caught by the double digits by the bank team.
Wait, did the bank team even catch? Oh yeah, that's right. One person caught a double fish. I mean, am I wrong? I think Jerry Parker.
Well, it was only 2 pounds off the biggest fish of the tournament.
That is
only 2 pounds away.
I do recall.
No, 4 pounds.
6. us catching a 36 and Tony Harrison right after we caught it saying that ain't gonna last. And I looked at Austin. I said, I know, because we're gonna catch a bigger one.
And let's see, that was only. Was his? I thought it was. Was it 32? Parker's fish was a 32.
Yes.
So it was only beat by 3 people on the boat team.
Well, then we pulled in a 38 later on. So
during the tournament, y'all had a 36. Stand 3 had a 35.
Yep.
And didn't somebody else catch a 30s over there?
We had a 38.
Yeah,
that was during the tournament.
We caught a 38 and a 36.
The 38 was actually the bar. You know, that barge we were talking about. Because we were sitting there and that we Austin and I talked about it. He's like, let's go back upriver. Go back downriver. And I'm like, yeah, because everything we're bounding up on the left-hand side, and every fish we caught as we go upriver is smaller and smaller. We go back and anchor up right where we were before, maybe a little bit further down in front of the barge, and they get up. What's up, Charles Breckenridge? Josh Thompson, how you doing? Rebel River Cat, Doug Talley. Oh, Team Snaggin Whiskers. What's going on, Sean?
That was me.
Oh, that was Austin. He's part of Team Snaggin.
That was Team Snaggin Whiskers, Austin.
That's right. I was like, why isn't Sean up here if he's gonna do chat? But he's probably busy with family stuff. So, but anyway, so that barge got done filling up, and that tug moved in behind it and started pushing it downriver. And there's a guy on the side of it. He's like, all right, you can catch them all. I said, well, thanks for stirring them up for us. 45 seconds later, at probably the barge was probably, I don't know, 10 years at the end of our boat, that rod went down.
Wow.
2 rods went down.
Right. And then right after that, another F.O.A. rod went down.
Yep.
And then that popped off, but then another rod went down.
Yep.
That was the epitome of a barge bite.
Yeah, it was about as good of an example of a barge bite as you can come up with, as far as timing goes.
Correct. The best one I've ever seen.
But it was but that barge had more to do with our success that day than just those, like when it was moving, because we caught fish underneath of that barge too when it was parked. So that barge had quite a bit to do with our success that day.
Well, I think 90% of our fish were caught either in front of or behind that barge. The one spot we moved to that creek mouth, which was a little bit further upriver, was the only spot to catch any fish there.
And if I recall, last year there's a tournament coming up that last year a barge had a lot to do with. That's the Hickory Heavyweight coming up this Saturday.
That's right.
Looks like we're now going to have a few more contestants in it.
I believe so.
That's awesome. Who all we got in that thing, Austin?
We're going to have yours truly, and you're going to have the Stands. You're going to have Tyler from Tyler Goes Fishing. And he's really good with the hickory shed up here on the James River. He's got a pretty successful channel, and he catches some catfish too. And he's going to be on the boat with me, so we're going to be, trying to see what we can do, working together on that, I guess. And then what's his name? Dustin Winkles, who is a fisherman that Stand 3 ran into at the ramp. He showed interest, and so
now is he a bank fisherman?
Do what?
Is Dustin a bank fisherman?
John boat.
Yeah, he's got a John boat.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That'd be perfect. Yep. I can't believe that, without Dustin fishing, that our boat is the big boat.
It's the fast one. Yeah.
I will still be here. I will be hosting and reading chat here from the beach. Unfortunately, I was able to something came up with Sean last minute, so I won't be able to be out on the river, but I'll still be here.
So, are you on the beach now?
Yes, sir. Right behind me. Hey, I'll show you.
Cool. Oh yeah.
And Uncle Jeep said, yes, y'all had the boat team had some great barge bites when they filmed it in 2023.
That's true. That's true.
But the bites that I was part of in 23 were all nighttime bites. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm having difficulties with the scoreboard here.
Well, there's Charles Breckenridge saying we've been doing pretty well from the bank on hickory shad heads.
I think one gizzard shad, if I'm not mistaken. Everything else we used was hickory shad, right, Austin, on Saturday last week?
Well, we used more than one gizzard shad, but all of our big fish are bigger, like our 3 biggest fish. I know those came on hickory shad. And we caught nothing on white perch, which was disappointing. And we caught and then the rest of the fish were kind of a mix between gizzard and hickory shad. But the 3 biggest ones came on hickory.
And it you know, if you break it down, it makes sense because the hickory shad, they've been up here for a little while now. So that's what the fish, that was the primary food source for those fish up there.
Yep.
For a couple weeks now. The white perch are just, we're just kind of getting up there then. So they really didn't pick that up yet. I think you'll start seeing the white perch bite picking up as it, they're going to be more prevalent. So I really do believe your big fish, if you want to go, yes, you can catch them on chicken, and yes, you'll catch it on whatever. But if you want to consistently catch the biggest fish that's there, you use whatever primary food source that they're eating on. And we're mostly throughout the year gizzard shad, but it does, when we get the spring runs, hickory shad, bam, when they come up, that's what they're switching to. And then as the white perch really start coming up, you'll get both white perch and hickory shad bites, but they'll still take a chunk of gizzard shad.
Yeah. And you got a much bigger window with the white perch. They stay up here for longer than the hickory shad.
Yeah.
So we got plenty of time to put to put white perch on the hook.
Awesome, Josh.
I heard somebody told me that they were having white perch tacos this week.
Oh yeah.
Fan 3 caught a bunch of them as big as my hand. They were like, when you have white perch fillets and 2 of them fill a taco, a big tortilla shell, that's some big white perch.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It is, guys. I'm really trying to get this score sheet to work, but the computer's messed up, and I don't mean to mess up the vibe of the stream here, but I'll be back as soon as I get this worked out.
Okay, we'll be here.
I mean, I could switch stream. Oh, never mind.
Josh Thompson, I appreciate that, sir. That'd be pretty cool. Says he's gonna be playing the tournament in the store on Saturday.
Awesome.
Pretty cool, man. Thank you. That is really neat. So Charles Breckenridge bragging again with no evidence, like last week. And yeah, Ed Evans had to do his bi-weekly jab that there's only one Pennsylvania Flathead, conducive tournament in the live fishing league. But there's only one. Yeah. There's only one night tournament. I agree. I'm with you, Ed, to an extent. I really enjoy fishing at night. I really do. But more people watch during the day, and that's what they're after. So,
it is true.
It is what it is.
And also more people fish. There's a lot of people that won't even fish in the dark. It was hard. We have a lot of people that have I don't want to say the word complained because that sounds like a negative but voiced their concerns about having quite a few night tournaments in it. And by night tournaments, I mean the 6 to midnight. Because it is when you get in the dark and you're on a bigger river and you get those trees coming down, and if you're one person out there, your head's got to be on a swivel looking for trees and debris and everything else coming down, and other boats without lights on it, and et cetera, et cetera. So
Yes.
even getting to the launch.
Josh.
A dynamic duo, man. Hey, dynamic duo 2024. The Golden Whisker.
I'm
I
sorry.
like it.
I saw where Josh and those guys, had set up to fish, and they ended up with some daggone nets in their way where they were fishing. So they had to move spots, and I was really surprised to see that those nets were out there. I think they're illegal, but I don't know. They were on the
James said they were illegal.
Yeah, they're legal on the Tennessee, right?
Not where they were, the way they were doing it. James said they were not legal.
Oh, okay.
Somehow
I know they do more commercial fishing out there for catfish than I thought that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, I probably would have called DNR first off, because they had on either. They were staggered down the river upriver from where they were at. So,
hey, I've got this worked out now, guys. So I can bring the scoreboard up for the boat versus bank. Is there any particular part of it that you want to see or share?
Whatever section shows me and Dustin absolutely demolishing.
Okay.
Everybody. No. Hey, Greg Burgess, I appreciate that. Mrs. Fever is sitting right here, and your comment made her smile. So thank you very much.
Always a good day.
Nope.
So we have boat team here, and the first line is the biggest fish caught by the angler, and then the next line down is the number of fish caught. So Dustin and Austin were team Omnish that day.
That's right.
And they ended up, now I have a total pound that they caught. So they were at 202 pounds for the day, which was awesome. They pretty much knocked it out of the park against everyone else that was fishing. Not that they were fishing against the boat anglers, but there's still some good bragging rights there, because these were like all-stars, fishing here. And then we had total number of team boat total number of fish caught. So the boat team caught 44 fish total, and the bank team caught 10 fish total. So, but the biggest fish was a close one. Jerry Parker caught the 34 pounder, where you guys caught that 37.
Yep. Yeah, big shout out to Jerry for putting that fish on the bank.
Yeah, so the total pounds from both teams was 659 pounds of fish. And then this bottom right one here is big bank combined biggest fish. So that was the biggest fish from each angler, their single biggest fish. So that was their total weight big fish was 78, and the boats was 184. So but I tell you what, guys, it was a lot of fun. That was my first time hosting a catfish tournament. Not that I hadn't been on other lives with Stan. We did King of the Tennessee together and other, but that, me having to run the chat and all that stuff. I thought it went pretty well. I did have to get up and get some coffee every once in a while. I don't think I missed much, but but I enjoyed doing it for sure.
Yeah,
Tony Harrison.
you did a really good job, JG.
I agree.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. We had I had a lot of fun with you guys being up there, and moving on towards other tournaments. We've got some fun tournaments that'll be coming up, especially like with Austin's tournament coming up Saturday. It's going to be a fun one, and these shareable spreadsheets are a game changer between hosts, or between what's going on, with all the anglers and keeping things accurate. But these shareable spreadsheets is something that will be going on with all the tournaments coming up this year. And big shout out to Stan. He worked really hard on this. We all worked together on putting the spreadsheet together. But it's formulas and it's like Excel spreadsheet, but don't mean to bore you with that. But congratulations to Dustin and Austin and Team Amish. You guys rocked it, man. And you should be super proud, and you've got some serious bragging rights, and don't be ashamed to use them.
No, I was just honored to be on the boat with Austin, and I was telling him once we got everything packed up, that's the best day of fishing I've had in probably a year and a half.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, minus everything that's happened in the last 4 months. Even before all that, because last year was a tough bite for me. It didn't matter who I went out with, whether it was Stan or Sean or whatever. It was a tough bite all year. It was so nice to be able to get on fish again, and I picked the first 2 spots, and I know Austin said that during the live, it was nice to know that I was still able to find the spots that I thought the fish were going to be, and the fish were there. So
yeah, you made
amen, brother. Amen.
You made a call on some of those fishing holes. Austin gave you credit on a move there and said, and you guys ended up catching some fish. So
it's because it's
congratulations to you guys, and it's an awesome deal to start knowing that the waters and of your home waters and being out there and time on the boat and time on the water paying off, and that's what it takes. No matter where you're fishing, is time on the water. And that's what will reward you with with good fish, and and being able to have fun and get out there. Stan 3 and Papa Stan here, they've been out there for a long time, and you guys have been out there for a while, a couple of years. But it's like anywhere. It takes time and a lot. Get out there spend that time out there, and start getting the dividends from it. So congratulations to both of you, and really look forward to the future of your channels and watching your channels and the fish caught, and I really looking forward to that.
Real quick, I want to point out 2 comments that were made. Well, a couple comments were made. Charles Breckenridge said that the Marine DWR are thinking about putting krill limits on hickory shad on the James River. Another comment he said was they're going to only let us keep 10. So
that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the same thing like skipjack but the hickory shad. I'm not a big frozen bait type person anyhow with any of the shad. White perch will freeze pretty well. Bluegill will freeze pretty well. Yep. But it's any of the shads. But you'll still see people just like with the skipjack. They'll get 100 of them, fill a cooler, and freeze them, and then never use them again because they just catch more. And so I've got no problem with 10 a day.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That was one thing that was one of the I have a list that's hanging that starts at the top of my fridge and goes all the way to the bottom of it, of the things that I learned from Stan 3 last year. And but not one of the things was he was really dedicated to when he went out fishing, he caught fresh bait the day of, and when I was starting out with y'all, if I caught 20 gizzard shad the day before, I was taking them home and I was going to freeze them, which I would still do, but like now I'll only do that. I'll only use them in like an emergency type situation. Like if I got time, I'm going to catch some fresh bait, really fresh bait. So
Absolutely.
that makes a world of difference, I think.
In watching both y'all and fishing with both y'all, I think that's the little things like that. I said that to both y'all when you were first starting. Hey, it's just going to go up and better from here. And it's little things. It's all those little things. I said you were that right there. It was just that's the difference. What bait to use, when to use, what size bait to use, when you use them, when you fish deep, when you fish shallow, et cetera, 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 et cetera.
Yeah.
And the list keeps going and going.
But y'all have picked up on all of that, and that's why you see what you're seeing.
Yep.
Absolutely. And for those that are out there listening to Dustin's show and all that, don't get discouraged by what these guys are doing. You fish your own waters. Doesn't matter. Get a Barbie rod and some worms and go have some fun. I mean, it's what it's all about. But where these guys are at, the James River and how they approach fishing and all that, it's just taking a lot of time to get to the point where they are. But I don't want others to get discouraged. Well, I have to have this or I have to have that. That's not the case. Just go fishing. Get you some worms.
Go fishing.
Go fishing.
That's right.
Just go fishing. It's just that, like what Stan said, just the little things. If you've got time to dedicate to the little things, then that can really help you become a better fisherman in the long run.
And I can,
if you the little things, throw the little things in the trash. If you only have enough time to just go fishing, then just go fishing. I don't care. Just pick up some chicken thighs at Food Line and go out on the river.
Yep.
And have a good time.
Right. Absolutely. It's all that's the first rule, right? Have fun.
Please do not sit there and think, oh, I need this, I need that. You need some hooks and some line and some type of rod and some type of bait to put on it.
Yeah, and I think
you can fish.
I think that's when we start talking about by we I mean I, because I do it all the time.
That's a new one. It's not usually by
I
we.
know, right? That's to catch that. That was one of the big conversations I always had with Epic. Like, don't ever apologize or feel bad for where you're at, and if that's what you're doing, if you're getting excited over catching 10 pounders, 5, whatever, and that's what you want to do, by all means, grab the chicken, grab whatever you want to do. You're going to go out there, have some fun, and catch some fish. If you're looking, like I know Austin and Dustin, and they were frustrated, they wanted to fish that next level. And that's, if you've got the fish, number one, you got to have the fish in the waters. Check, we did. Number two, you got to have the bait so they can feed and et cetera. And you get the bait that you can use to catch it. We do. So when we start talking about that, a lot of people hear that we're not talking that everybody needs that to go fish. And that's to consistently go out there and catch the biggest fish that are in the waters. Those are the things that you look for. But if you've got an hour to go, you got an hour to go every other week or something, grab some chicken, grab some frozen bait, whatever, and go out there and take what you can and do it.
Yeah, that's like
and Austin, and I don't mean to interrupt you, Austin, but Austin takes his daughter fishing. You guys go check out Fishing Fever's channel and watch some of those really cool videos. It'll make you smile to watch family fishing together out there on the pond catching crappie or whatever. And that's and it's so important to be able to go fishing and share memories with your family. And I have tremendous. I'm very blessed. I've been fishing since I was old enough to walk, and that's what my family did. And I've been fishing my whole life. So but go check out Austin, and Stan's got some great stuff out there as well, and Dustin. But I didn't mean to interrupt you, Austin.
No, that's okay. Thank you for doing so. I
Yeah.
appreciate the support. But all I was gonna say was, if you have a catfishing YouTube channel, or if you enjoy catfishing and targeting what we would call trophy size catfish, then you can relate to this. When you're talking to people like at work or at school or whatever about catfishing, a lot of times, like, you'll talk to someone and they'll look at you like you're crazy when you talk in depth about catfishing like we do.
Yeah.
Because to them, catfishing is, chicken liver on a number 2 hook. And, they're like, they don't understand why to them, you're acting like it's complicated.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, catfishing is not complicated. There's nothing complicated about catfishing, but trophy catfishing is a different ball game if you want to do it consistently. If you go out, you can catch catfish after catfish after catfish on night crawlers and 1 ounce sinkers, and just do your thing, and you'll be eating good and having a ball. But that's catfishing, But if you want to try to target trophy size catfish, it's just a whole different ball game. And there's things that you need to upgrade. There's things that you need to learn. There's things, that's all we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. 922 Crappy Barbecue said it's all about the journey, not the destination.
Yep.
Oh, look at you.
You want to say hello?
I always tell my kids, and I don't know, for me, for me, the best part is the journey, because you have the anticipation of the destination, right? So that's the best part, because once the destination gets here, once the event gets here, and it's over with, then you can't look forward to it anymore, So you're looking forward to the next thing. So the journey for the nation. So I love that. That's what I thrive on, and that's what I always look forward to. Tony Harrison said, "Does everyone know what trophy catfish is?"
I do.
Yeah. It's whatever those 1%. Stan, we're getting a lot of background noise out of your mic.
I know.
It's to describe a trophy catfish for me is what is the 1% biggest fish in the waters that you fish, and that may be a 10-pound catfish. If that's what it is, then that's a trophy catfish. Hey, I know who that is.
You there? Nice shirt you got there.
Nice looking shirt. Very nice looking shirt.
Thank you.
Got a name on it and everything right there.
Yep.
Heck yeah. I got one too.
I don't have one.
Does it say I catch bigger fish than Grandpa on the back?
It should.
What?
I'm about to catch one tonight.
I catch bigger fish than Grandpa.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. Good luck, baby.
No,
You eat.
Awesome
you
shirt.
gotta show me something.
Oh.
Show me.
Oh,
Hey, Randy, gray hair, Swain, what's going on?
I was supposed to show you a trick. All right.
Oh, the trick.
Okay. You ready? You watching?
Yep.
And this.
We're all watching too.
Y'all were superstars last week. You know what y'all did?
Fire.
Woo! You lit it on fire.
What was in your hands?
Nothing. I shot fire.
Wow.
That's right. Charles.
Stan's gonna start another channel called the Fishing Magician 2.20.
What?
And that channel will be on fire.
It will be.
Higher.
No, I got it.
Yeah. Charles Breckenridge said, fishing in general. Where'd it go? I lost it. Can be as complicated or as simple as you make it.
saw it in your hand.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
Just magic in his hand.
I see. Danny Stone said, "Should I put the pressure on Grandpa Stan now?" Oh, what's he talking about? What's Danny Stone talking about?
He's talking about this right here. His
My
next
next
big idea is daddy and daughter show and grandpa's. No tournament, just daddies and daughters fishing on panel together. I like it.
I like that idea.
Put me
Man.
down.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
that's a good idea. I think something similar with that would be the Muskrat has the show he does once a year with the kids, and I can't remember what that show.
Halloween tournament.
What's it called, Dustin?
Fishing for Kids tournament, I think.
Fishing for kids, yeah.
Something similar to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up, Danny, because Stan 3 had an idea for Father's Day that we haven't really worked everything out of all the kinks out yet, or all the details. But since, Father's Day is on a Sunday, which is a stand day, we were thinking of doing a Father's Day stand day. So, fathers, grandfathers, whatever, could bring their younger ones out fishing on a stand day. So
Yeah.
it would be
I think we need to plug that, promote that coming up, and get a good panel
Yeah.
up there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
So that
I like
was,
that idea.
we've got enough youngsters out there that love fishing and parents that love bringing them. So
I agree.
Absolutely.
I think
So
that would
he
be.
went-
I think
he's
that's a
talking
great
about
idea.
we could do both of them. Yeah. That's the great thing about this. You can do whatever the heck you want to do.
So there you go, Stan. Make it happen.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Danny's figured out. Danny's figured it out. You got to just call me out on live, and that's what happens.
Yeah, I think I've heard that somewhere before, Stan.
Yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Oh,
There you
Charles
go.
Breck-
Diamond always
Good.
wants to fish.
Great
Oh,
idea. So we'll
I love
make
Matt.
it happen. We'll make it happen.
Charles Breckenridge says, "Oh God, don't tell Stan they make a Harry Potter wand that shoots fireballs."
Hey, guys, I've got something here I want to share with you, and you've got Austin's tournament coming up, and I'm gonna pull up a screen here and let you guys talk about this for a few minutes. And I don't mean to. I apologize, Dustin. I don't mean to direct your show. It's your show, man. But I'll pull this up for you, and you guys can talk about this a little bit.
Okay,
The floor is yours, Austin.
the floor is mine.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
He gone. He back.
He back.
there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, everybody. So this Saturday, April 6th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the James River only, as it says right there on the thumbnail. We're doing the Hickory Heavyweight Tournament, and the purpose of the Hickory Heavyweight Tournament is to promote and showcase the Hickory Shad run that we have here on the James River. And who knows if conditions are going to be okay for catching hickory shad on rod and reel. But they weren't last year either. So
Yeah, you didn't catch one last year, did you?
nope, we sure didn't.
Nope.
But
I
that's
didn't think
okay.
anybody caught one.
But that's okay, because any legal bait that you catch on rod and reel can be used. Hickory shad are not the only fish that run up the James River in the spring. So we got some white perch. We got some river herring. We got river herring are illegal to keep. American shad are illegal to keep. The hickory shad, you can as of right now, you can keep as many as you want to. There's all kinds of other stuff. You might even snag a gizzard shad. You never know. So we're doing that, and yeah. So you got to do that for the first hour. If you cannot catch bait on rod and reel, after that first hour, so at 9 o'clock, you are more than welcome to use chicken for bait, so that you can start catfishing. I don't want people to be out there all day long and not be able to catfish. So, but I had to put a little bit of a spin on it. So that's the thing. I want everybody to have fun. I want everybody to be safe. I want the viewers to have a good experience as well. So we got
Now-
Stan's really wants to get that belt. If you catch whoever catches the biggest fish by weight at the end will get the Catfish Champion wrestling belt. And really looking forward to it.
Oh, if you think the sturgeon, man, I got to win that belt.
Yep. So,
But here was the question that they had today. We said chicken. They were saying, did it have to be chicken breast? Could it be chicken liver, chicken gizzard?
I don't care. I don't care what part of chicken. You could use the feathers. I don't care.
And yeah, so like you know, you're gonna be known, Austin, just like Chad does the winter blues, and it's always the worst weather. He could do it in July,
Yeah.
and it would be freezing out.
Yep.
You know, last year, one of the reasons we're doing it earlier in the month of April this year, because of last year, we did it later in April and not a single hickory shad. So we're like, all right, do it in the beginning of April. That should be right on fire. And it has been until the storms.
Yep. And the river's going to be a little swollen. It's not going to be too bad, but it's going to be a little swollen. We're going to have probably some debris in the water. Luckily, you know, we're doing it in the daylight, so you know, you just be able to keep your eyes open. You should be okay. And like I said, Tyler from Tyler Goes Fishing. If you haven't checked out his channel, that's the name of his channel is Tyler Goes Fishing. Anyways, he wanted to fish it, but he only has a kayak, and with the river being up a little bit, he felt more comfortable if he could get on the boat with me. I said, no problem at all. You know, and I don't have 12 rod holders, but we're going to make it work some kind of way. And it doesn't matter. I know Stan wants that belt, you know, and I want that belt too, but I just want people to have fun and catch some fish. And if I win, I win. If I don't care. Just want people to go out there and have a good time.
Yeah, he don't care, but you should have seen the look on his face when he gave that belt away to River Cat, you know. And he did that in a little short. I have to go see if I can find that. Is that on your channel?
Pull it up. You'll see my face. I'm happy to give it away.
Charles Breckenridge said, what about after?
All I heard was,
Breckenridge has a
man,
question.
that belt wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap, man. It was
It
like,
wasn't.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We hear you now. Yep.
Okay. Charles Breckenridge has a question. Says, what about after that first hour? Can you use a cast net or a gill net to get bait?
Nope. Rod and reel only. Leave the nets in the truck.
Yeah, that's kind of the purpose of. That's kind of what started the tournament idea for this tournament. Yeah, it's a catfish tournament because, you know, we all catfish, but like Austin was saying, it's to showcase what you can catch on rod and reel in the spring run, especially the hickory shad. But like Austin was saying, there is some other awesome fish that you can, namely white perch, but that you can catch for bait here in the springtime. So that's the whole point.
It's called, I call it the hickory heavyweight just because that's the hickory shad are they're the most popular fish to go after during the spring run. So, you know, that made sense. But any fish, the white perch count, you know, if you end up catching a smallmouth, you know, use it. I don't care. As long as it's legal. We have 2 Dustins. How do we have 2 Dustins?
My laptop battery died.
Actually, we might have 2 Dustins on Saturday though.
That's true.
That's true. Another James River angler has showed interest.
He said he's definitely looking forward to doing it.
Sweet.
So,
hey, Austin, is that a short?
Yes. It might be easier to find if you go to Rebel River Cats. If you go to if you go to Doug's channel, because he doesn't have as much content, so it might be easier to find.
Hey, I just want to let y'all know if my phone battery dies, Austin, you can end the show, but we're gonna. I mean, it's 9:00 now, so after we show this this video, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But real quick, just in case my phone battery dies, I want to say thank you to everybody in chat. Appreciate you coming in to watch. Appreciate all the great comments y'all have, all the great questions. Like Sean and I said when we first started this show, you're the reason we do this. I know everybody says the same thing, but thank you so much for your participation in chat, coming in and watching the show, promoting the show. We just really appreciate it, and we can't say thank you enough to Stan and Austin for all the contributions they've made to Snaggin Night Live and to Team Snaggin Whiskers as a whole. So thank you all very much.
Well, thank you, Dustin.
No problem, buddy.
Been a pleasure. You say help, but it's been a pleasure for me doing it. So
No, you guys are our
I
team.
agree.
I did find this video. We can play that if you want me to.
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not still right at all.
oh, you just got to make them hold. There you go.
James, with a 46-pound PB blue cat. You got the big cat, you got the championship belt. Looks good on you, man. Thank you. I love you.
Great job. Great job.
Good job.
Awesome. See, I even told Mike that he looked great. But,
Yeah. Let me turn that volume back up on that sin there, and I'm gonna play it one more time if you don't mind.
go for it.
All right, being the winner of the Hickory Heavyweight Tournament on the James with a 46-pound PB blue cat. You got the big cat championship belt. Looks good on you, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I love you, but thank you.
Great job. Great job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good looking belt too.
Yeah, it is.
Really good looking belt. Do you see all that bling on that thing? Gold and all that stuff. Wow.
Doug Talley said, I'm trying to clean the belt up. The gold parts are turning green and the leather is drying and peeling.
He's
Yeah.
so good at that.
All right.
Yeah, man. That's a good looking belt.
Well, Danny, I saw Danny Stone's comment said, good to have you back catching fish, Dustin, unless you're beating up on me. Well, no offense, Danny, but I hope I do more of that this year. But I always know if I need to go out in the water. I don't know that I'll be on my boat much this year with everything that's happened, but I always know that I have somebody I can reach out to go fishing, and that means a lot to me. So,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. As always, please go check out FOAcustomsandgear.com. You can use TSW10. You can use Fever 10. You can use 2 Stands 10. There's a lot of other codes you can use, but those are the only 3 up on the screen tonight. But yeah, please go check out FOAcustomsandgear.com. Anything you need for fishing, for trophy catfishing, you can get from that website. And you'll support Freddie and Nina. Freddie being a veteran, so it's a veteran-owned business. So, I can't tell you how impressed I am with the quality of Freddie's products. He puts everything through rigorous testing that he makes, and everything he puts on his website. He bends his, not bends, but he offsets his hooks himself. And if a hook does not meet his satisfaction, he throws it out. I've seen him do it. So yeah, please go check out FOA Customs and Gear. Also, I will be amiss if I didn't say also go check out ancientmarinerfishing.net. They have been a huge supporter of our channel from the get-go. And Ancient Mariner reels are in my personal opinion, the best reels on the market. And I don't know that you can find any reel on the market that you'll find a lifetime warranty with like you do with Ancient Mariner. He's got a lot of new stuff coming out. A lot of new rods, reels. Shipping is always free with him. You can go check out River Cats Tackle. He's partnered with them as well. He's doing some cool things. So go check them out. I don't have a code for Ancient Mariner because he doesn't do that kind of stuff, but it's a good price to start off with. So go check them out. because we wouldn't be where we are without Ancient Mariner and F.O.A. and all the great people, friends and family members that we have we've made over the last couple of years.
Well,
100%.
that is absolutely right. And yeah, John from River Cats Tackle, another awesome dude over there, like you were saying. They carry Ancient Mariner rods and reels, and there is we know plenty of Ancient Mariner pro staff over there. Creo, I think it's Creo 10 and DSO 10 and
Rebel, is it River Cat Tackle? Yeah.
River Cat Tackle, yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And they carry Ancient Mariner over there, and they're going to be having something new coming in pretty soon for the Ancient Mariner. So make sure you check them out over there.
Absolutely. Well, great show, guys. Thank you all for coming up. I really appreciate it. I know I can't wait to get Sean back out here when his life slows down. He'll be back up here on panel with us. He's just a very busy man. But we appreciate everybody's support, everybody's assistance, and everybody's love over the last couple of months, especially me and my family. So thank you all very much. Anybody else have anything else they want to say before we end it?
Well, I just got two more things to say. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. It'll be JG and I on Friday night Cat Chat, 8 o'clock. Then 9 o'clock. When is Jodi starting the Flathead Challenge? Is it this week? Next week?
This week. Yep, this week.
This week. All right, knew it was coming up. So 9 o'clock starts the Flathead Challenge. Then Saturday morning, 8 a.m. to 2, we got the Hickory Heavyweight on Fish and Fever's channel. Then at that's 8 to 2. Let's find out who gets that awesome James River belt. It's going to be hanging right here every week on Friday nights now, after this weekend. But so then Saturday night, you got the live Fishing Tournament League kickoff, Catfish Uno tournament, Brian B's channel, Palmetto's channel, and my channel, 2 stands. So I'll be fishing during the day and then hosting the Uno tournament at night. And then Sunday morning, we have stand day. And I think that's it.
That's it. That's over the next 4 days.
Yeah, that's the next 4 days. Yep.
Yeah, that
Sounds great.
Awesome. Hey, Austin, anything you want to say?
Just the usual, make sure you tune in to everything that Stan just mentioned. Appreciate y'all watching. Really do. Make sure you go to FOAcustomsandgear.com and get you some good stuff. And anybody on the James River that would like to fish the Hickory Heavyweight Tournament, just send me an email at ihavefishingfever@gmail.com, and we'll see what we can do for you. But other than that, just appreciate y'all watching.
Awesome. I'm going to show everybody one more view of the ocean. There you go.
Looking good. Looking good.
All right. Enough of that.
Is it
Beautiful.
ever enough?
Boy, look at that wind. Look at that stuff in the tree right there. You can see the wind blowing.
Yeah, there's a lot of plastic. They're doing a lot of construction around here, getting ready for the busy season.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
But anyway,
that was one of Dustin's shirts.
That's what it was.
all right. Well, thank you all very much, guys. Appreciate you coming up on panel. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy all the fishing that's going on this weekend, and good luck to all the anglers. Tight lines and stay safe, everybody.
All righty. Y'all take care.
Happy fishing.